What's up, everybody? Welcome to First Round by. Oh, why can I hear myself? The echo like that. Is that me? Of course, it's me. Anyway, but welcome to First Round by everybody. Tonight we have quarterback tiers as well as a mock draft. Jake, go ahead and take it from here. Give me a second.
Sure, I got you. While Justice is getting everything together, I'm going to explain what we are going to be doing here tonight. We are going to be doing a pre-draft quarterback tier list. So basically, we're going to go through every single quarterback, and we're going to say whether they're elite, really good, okay, or straight up garbage. Now, I do not think that there's going to be one quarterback in straight up garbage unless we're just being petty. But I really think that, most of these quarterbacks might fall in the good to okay range, but there's definitely going to be some names on here that people are going to be like, well, that guy's not a starter anymore. And it's going to be like, yeah, well, the list is old, but we're working with what we got here. And then we're going to be doing a mock draft. But since we do have the Draft Network Premium, there will be trades involved. We'll see maybe if we get through one too fast, maybe we'll do one with no trades and then one with trades, and we'll see how that goes. It all depending on how long things take us. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do tonight. Next week we've got the draft show. So at the time where first round bye would normally go up, the second and third round of the NFL draft are going to be going on. So we will be doing that with a bunch of awesome guests. And of course, we will talk about that. And there will probably be an announcement once everything's all set in stone and everything like that. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on here tonight. And it's going to be a great show from wherever Justice is hailing from. So, every single time, we do a show, either like sometimes your background just changes, man. Like you're just in different places.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm in Chicago right now.
Shut down.
Yeah. Yep. Little sister's going to college tour, so got to support baby sis.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yes, but go ahead and get into what we doing. Tiers first. Tiers are first. So
yeah, let me get that up for us. We're going to be doing the quarterback tier list. And there are some names on here, Justice, and of course we'll just go in order.
This is what I meant by tier maker, by the way.
Yeah, no,
you got it already.
Yeah, okay, no, cool. I know. I just, like I said, I was not going to make my own and save each individual photo. Like we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
So let me. I'm gonna close out some things so that my computer's running at the best speed possible. There we go. All right. So the first one is, and I don't know if you heard me read off the tiers. There's elite, really good, okay, and straight up garbage. So I don't expect anybody to go into straight up garbage, but I think it would be kind of funny to put somebody in there.
I know a couple people.
We'll talk about it. But first, we got to start off with Derek Carr, man. Derek Carr is somebody that, I got this idea to do a tier list because I was on the cave with Caveman. And, before I would go on to beat your score and be number one on the leaderboard, he pulled up a tier list and it was like everybody better than Kirk Cousins. And that had to be the funniest thing because, first of all, I had no idea that was coming out. But then I was like, it really brought the question to me is Kirk Cousins really isn't that great. Like when I was thinking of all of the quarterbacks that I would take above Kirk Cousins, I was like very surprised actually. So I was like, well,
surprised in what way? Like surprised that there were so many or surprised that there were so few?
Yeah, because there's like this, I have this, notion that Kirk Cousins is just an okay quarterback, right? Like he's not gonna kill you, but he's not also gonna be amazing.
I say Kirk Cousins is like that good, kind of creeping up on maybe really good.
Right? Like, and I was surprised, but Caveman pulled up and his tears were hilarious. It was like people that it was like quarterbacks that people would kill me for saying are better than Kirk Cousins. And like it was the funniest thing ever. And it honestly took up a good majority of the show. But let's start off with Derek Carr. Derek Carr, the whole guy that started all this, because Caveman was like, I actually think Derek Carr is really, really good. And I was like,
Really,
I'm
really
like,
good.
well, like I'm paraphrasing for him, but he thinks that he's a good quarterback because we were talking about, well, what do you use? What characters, what facts about quarterbacks surrounding them do you use to actually judge them, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
do you use athleticism? Do you use leadership? Do you like, what do you use to judge a quarterback? And I said Derek Carr's a good quarterback. I don't think he's not like okay, like he's good. When Derek Carr's on, he's a good quarterback. But I wouldn't say he's, really good. But I don't know. What do you think about that?
That's interesting. So Derek Carr is a really tough placement, right? Because I don't know if I want to put him in that good category, if I want to put him in that really good category, because I do think he is sneaking up on that really good, stature, right? I think that with this current roster he has in Oakland or no, Las Vegas, rather, I kind of feel like he might be really good this year. He's got one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league, according to a lot of people, in Devontae Adams. I disagree, but that's neither here nor there. He's got Darren Waller back, Josh Jacobs. He got a good run game, good offensive line. Hunter Renfrow, who's basically his Wes Welker, if you will. So he does, he does what he can with what he has, and I think this year they have even more. So I think he'll be able to do even more. The reason I say Derek Carr is a tough placement is because, like, it kind of feels to me like I would have to see where everybody else is kind of placement, right? Like, because it's like I want to put him in that good category, but if there is a quarterback like a Joe Burrow, and if we put him in really good, I think Derek Carr is better than Joe Burrow. So
okay, all right,
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So I agree. I don't know if I want to put Derek Carr in really good, but I feel like he's like at the very top. Like if you had good, the very top of good. Like if Derek Carr was like, if you want a solid quarterback, that's probably what I should have called this instead of good, is solid quarterback.
I think good's better.
Yeah, Derek Carr is like, when he's on, I mean, you're gonna win games with him. He's a good quarterback. But the problem with him is it's not consistent, and that's what I think keeps him out of really good.
Agreed.
For sure. We're going to put Derek Carr
I like that.
at the top of good. Now, here's a guy that we like to clown on. We like to clown on Baker a lot, and his whole situation's going on right now. But Baker Mayfield is okay.
Straight up garbage.
No, okay. All right.
All right, no, I quit.
Yeah. He's okay, I think. Like he's not, if I had to compare him to someone, and I think I've told you this, I think Baker Mayfield's ceiling is Kirk Cousins. So it's like, if I was going to put Kirk Cousins in okay, I'd have to put Baker Mayfield under him.
Yeah. Right.
Under him.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I feel like Kirk Cousins will kind of be like towards the end of good.
Okay.
So I'd be comfortable putting Baker in okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely I think the Baker goes in okay regardless. Another 2017, 2017 draft mate of Baker Mayfield.
This guy caused me a lot of pain and people telling me how wrong I was.
Sam Darnold. Now look, I was a Sam Darnold apologist just because he was with the Jets, right? I was like, the Jets stink. Right. Of course Sam Darnold wasn't going to do good. But then he goes to Carolina, and they had a good start with Sam Darnold as their starter, but then he got hurt, and then they bench him, and then they bring back Cam Newton, and then Cam Newton, like I don't know what to think of when I think of Sam Darnold, because I feel like Sam Darnold has the ability to be a good quarterback.
He has
but
all the skills a starting quarterback should have. Well, I mean, obvious. He has all the tangibles and intangibles. Okay, I don't want to say skills, right? But he has everything a good quarterback would need, to succeed.
Yeah. So but he doesn't have the statistics to back up me, putting him.
His decision making is so weird. It's like,
yeah,
what? Like, yeah, that's what it is. Decision
he's
making.
Still making rookie mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Being this far into his career, because he's never been with a coach that's been able to coach that out of him. Like it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be coached and developed and get those tendencies out. And Sam Darnold hasn't had that. So are we saying Sam Darnold's okay, or are we saying
No, I like him at okay. Because I mean, what did they fire Joe Brady last year? I don't know. The whole Panthers situation was so weird, bro. Like I was saying they were a Super Bowl contender and all this other crap, and then Matt Rule just lost his mind. I don't know, man. So yeah, I'd put Sam at the middle end-ish of okay.
Yeah, I would say that too. Again, Sam Darnold, we don't know what the situation is going to be in Carolina this year. Either they're going to draft somebody, or it's a competition again. But Sam Darnold and okay kind of makes sense. Now Justin Herbert, this is I don't think this one's really hard, because I think he's in the really good category, just from the small sample size that we have of him over the last couple of years. Is that this guy is further along and has so much potential to where he could eventually even bump up into elite. He has that potential. But right now, I think he's really, really good. Definitely the best quarterback out of that draft class.
Oh, for sure, the best quarterback out of that draft class. Is that the same draft class with Tua?
Yeah, Tua and Joe Burrow.
So, okay, yeah. I think
he's definitely the best one out of those with the highest upside.
I agree. I would say he's toward probably in the middle end-ish of really good. There's not like a ton of really good quarterbacks.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'd put him there.
He's definitely a really good quarterback.
Yeah, agreed.
But I feel like coaching kind of holds them back. And I really hope that, the Chargers should be like the last couple of years with them. It's felt like they could do it. They just shoot themselves in the foot every single time they're in a big situation. So I don't know, but Justin Herbert is definitely not the problem on that team.
Yeah, for sure.
So the next one, Tua. Now we clown on Tua.
Interesting one.
So we clown on Tua, right? Because Dolphins fans are legitimately annoying with how like they want him to be really good. But is Tua just kind of based on what he's had? I mean, is Tua any worse than Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold?
No, he's not.
I don't think so. I think he's better than those guys. Like, I think that he's just okay, at least better.
I think
than
he's
Sam
performed
Darnold.
better. I think that the other two quarterbacks have a better skill set. I think Sam Darnold has the best. He's the most talented quarterback out of these three.
Yes.
Right? And then it's Baker, then it's Tua. But Tua seems to do more than either of the other guys. Like, because Tua isn't asked to do a whole lot. So he doesn't make those god-awful decisions that the other two make.
He's not put in bad situations.
He was accurate. So
yeah, he's accurate on his short throws. Tua is not like some Bills fans will be like Tua's trash and shit like that. But like, I will look at it objectively. I don't think it was the right pick when they picked him. I thought that right off the jump. I thought that Tua actually, if he was going to be successful, probably needed to go to New England or something like that. just because you don't really need to have all the skills and everything to really be successful up there. And we'll get to Mac Jones later, but I think that, Tua, he's okay, you know. So where would we put Tua? Is he?
I think based on production, we would have to put him really, right there in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Because Baker has performed in this league, right? We've seen Baker be a good quarterback. Exactly. We've seen Baker be a good quarterback. So we know he at least has had that, right? I don't think the other two have ever had a situation where they were a good quarterback. So Baker is in the front. I would say Tua has performed better, and Sam Darnold has just been an absolute terrible with his
He's just gotten the shaft, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's one that I don't really know much to say on it, just because the situation he was thrown into is absolutely awful too. Justin Fields. Because I really liked him coming out of college. I thought when it was him and Trevor Lawrence, I was like, honestly, in the going towards the national championship, I said Justin Fields was playing better than Trevor Lawrence that year. Like, it was just
agreed.
I think that, honestly, it got to the point to where the Jaguars were, even though they shouldn't have been, were actually, contemplating, okay, well, do we actually not just take Trevor Lawrence and we get Justin Fields? Then again, they did hire Urban Meyer, so it wouldn't have surprised me if they made that decision. But Justin Fields,
there was a point in the whole draft process where they were like, Trevor Lawrence is 1A and Justin Fields is 1B, and then all of a sudden his draft stock fell or whatever. But again, Justin Fields, he hasn't had a ton to work with in Chicago.
No.
Matt Nagy did not know how to use him correctly.
He's not going to have any this year either.
But that's the thing, though, because if we're going based off of talent and production, I think he is far more talented than any of these three over here in OK, right?
Sure.
But the production hasn't quite been there. But again, he only had 1 year. So do we penalize him for production because he's a rookie, even though he's far more talented than any of the other three?
And do we look at the situation? See, this was the awesome conversation I had with Caveman, is what factors do you use when judging a quarterback? Do you go off potential? Do you look at the situation that they're in? Like, what are you looking at?
Accuracy.
And when I look at what's around Justin Fields, his potential, I mean, I think is through the roof.
I'd have to put him in that OK, but in front of Baker.
Based on potential. Because
based on potential and talent level. Because if we doing production is fine, but I feel like that's kind of unfair for a rookie.
Yeah, especially in terrible situations.
But see, that's the tough part, because I'm not putting Trevor Lawrence ahead of Justin Fields, because I don't think he performed as well as Justin Fields did this year.
No, I think Justin Fields, I don't want to say had to carry more, because the Jags were terrible, but both of the teams were terrible that they went to.
But he did. Okay, so if we're, I guess, relative, to production, we could say that Justin Fields is better than Trevor Lawrence. But it's kind of hard to grade that for a rookie unless we're comparing, apples to apples, rookie to rookie. But yeah, I'd put Justin Fields in that OK category ahead of Baker.
Yeah, I would say so too, and I know Baker Mayfield fans are going to be like, "Oh my God, how could you say that?"
Okay. But, does Baker Mayfield have fans anymore? His only fans
they're about to be in Seattle, I think, or in North Carolina, whatever. But yeah, Justin Fields, again, I think he can be really good. Reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson. I like the way he plays, and I think that
that's a good comparison.
If eventually he got the team around him, even though they didn't really have Allen Robinson last year. I mean, they did, but
even if they did, they had terrible play calling and couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it looks up for Justin Fields. He's not terrible. There's worse quarterbacks, but he's definitely okay.
He has potential to move anywhere from okay to really good this next season.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe not this season. They really haven't done anything.
See,
Really
and that's the
come out.
thing, because they haven't done anything. If he shows that he can be a good quarterback, it looks that much better on paper.
Exactly. If he's able to do more with
Yeah,
less,
exactly.
even less than what he had last year, I mean, that's great, at least for him. I don't really care. They're in the NFC. So
Right,
Jameis
exactly.
Winston.
Root for him all you want.
Yeah. Jameis Winston.
This is another tough one because the potential is there, the talent is there, but the production is dog like
30 picks.
I have to put him in at this point because I look at the Saints and I'm like, if Drew Brees with basically half an arm could lead the Saints to where he led them to, which was, at the very least they were a playoff contender, right? Yeah. And then I look at Jameis Winston, he comes in, and I thought the Saints were going to be really good because I'm like, Jameis Winston is better than Drew Brees was last year.
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
Laid an egg. So I don't know. I have to put Jameis in until proven otherwise.
Yeah, he's definitely right now, and people are going to be like, "Oh, well, he threw for 5,000 yards," but he threw for 30 picks that same season. Okay,
the potential is there, the talent is there. He just got to put it on the field now.
This is the man that
this is a really good one. This is a good one.
Yeah, literally, Jameis Winston is the guy who said, "Yeah, I couldn't really see because he has seeing issues." So he was like, "I was basically just looking for the I didn't know what to say. I have seeing issues too."
Yeah, me too.
But Jameis Winston was like, "Yeah, I was just throwing it to the blob that looked like it had the color of my jersey." Like, it was like, that's how bad it was for Jameis that season. But he still threw for 5,000 yards. So if he could clean up his game, maybe. But now they don't have Sean Payton anymore. So who knows what happens with the Saints. Kyler Murray, who is requesting a new contract, supposedly, even though he hasn't done anything in the playoffs, but is probably the best quarterback that the Cardinals have had in a while. So
ever. Well, Kurt Warner was there.
Kurt Warner got him to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so Kurt Warner, but Kurt was there for a year. Kurt Warner, I'd put Kyler at a 2 for now.
Yeah,
I think
right
he's gonna pass him. Yeah.
See, that's the thing, right? Like, that's like when you're talking about Josh Allen, and then you're like,
he's better than Jim.
Well, yeah, he's better than Jim Kelly, but then people will be like, well, Jim Kelly got to 4 Super Bowls. And you're like,
for sure.
And you're like, okay, yeah, are we also factoring in accomplishments? No, I think Kyler Murray I think he's really good. I think he is. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. I don't think he's better than Justin Herbert.
I actually do, but I'm comfortable with putting him behind him for now.
I
think he's going to prove this year that he ain't the one to be messed with. Like, because I see a lot of people saying that, like, all the audacity of Kyler Murray. Like, I get it. Yeah. He's asking for a contract a little early. I do get it. I understand that thinking, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I went 17 years of my life without a good quarterback. But, like, bro, you can't take those for granted when you have them. Like, I look at the Packers situation with Aaron Rodgers. Like, why would you not cater to that man? You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like Kyler is one of those guys, and I feel like this year he's going to prove that he's.
I think he's going to be good this year too. My only things with Kyler Murray are the reports that come out of him, talking about being unhappy about the playoff game and losing, when it's like, dude, you're the quarterback of that team that's losing. Like, you can't have that kind of mentality. But I feel like he's just a young guy, and those guys, they grow out of it as they mature.
And hopefully. See, that's the thing though, right? Because I don't know, man. Like, just listening to players has really jaded me about hearing those type of stories.
Right. Yeah. Because they feel like hit pieces.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what you hear the players saying. AJ Brown just said it. He was like, "Oh, now y'all want to act like I'm not a good teammate.
Yeah,
y'all do what y'all have to do, and I'm gonna do what I." You know what I'm saying? So, like,
the locker room cancer now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know how to take those stories all the time. So
yeah, and it's hard to believe anything that comes out, because we've seen players. Again, you brought up Aaron Rodgers. When Aaron Rodgers originally wanted his contract
He was
last
the
offseason,
devil.
it was like the worst thing ever. Like
Yeah.
he was like the worst person to ever grace the field in the NFL.
And then every other problem really he brought upon himself. It didn't seem like it came internally to the Packers.
So yeah, I think Kyler Murray and really good is I think that's okay
fair.
with me. That's fair. Daniel Jones.
See, I know where I will put him is right there and okay, right in the middle of Baker and Tua. I think he's better than Tua. I think he has produced more than Sam Darnold has. I don't think he's produced quite enough as Baker, but I do think he's better than Baker, and he's definitely not as talented as Justin Fields.
Wow, okay. I was gonna say
Really?
Yeah, because he hasn't proven anything.
No, absolutely not. But none of those guys in okay have either.
Yeah, I think Baker Mayfield at least
Baker
made
has.
the playoffs.
Baker has, yes.
And Tua, I mean, for what it's worth, they were winning games last year, and then they won 10 games the year before that. I know there was the Fitz thing. I know, but all I'm gonna
and that defense also.
Yeah, I know, and the defense and Locke and getting all those turnovers and stuff. But Daniel Jones, they put weapons around him, man. Last year, I said, was the year that Daniel Jones had no excuses.
Why? Who was one of them?
So they brought in Kyle Rudolph. They also had Sterling Shepard. They drafted Kadarius Toney. Who's the guy
dude they're trying to trade right now?
Yeah.
No, you just named 3 like C+ type people.
I did not. Are you kidding me?
Zach Rudolph?
Kyle Rudolph coming out from the Vikings was still he was an above average tight end. Dude.
Okay.
And he had Evan Engram.
Okay.
And then who's the guy? They got Kenny Golladay.
He's good.
And they didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I mean, that's why I'm saying
there's also a reason that they got a new coach and GM as well.
Yeah, and Joe Judge was the coach, and I got to look at the situation in that. He's probably okay. He
does a lot better this year with Dayball.
100%. If he doesn't, then he's straight up garbage.
He gotta go. It is over at this point.
Yeah, but he's accomplished more than Sam Darnold. I would say that.
That's a fair compromise. I'm cool.
He's okay, but he's done more than Sam Darnold. But the other guys, then again, you got to look at how long he's been in the league, so you can't really say that Justin Fields would be under him if you look at
Justin Fields. Justin Fields is way better than anybody else.
Just athletic wise, I've seen Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones just looks like a sack of potatoes back there or something.
No, but that boy fast.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is fast. He's athletic.
He is. Oh man, what did he clock in? That
1 miles per hour or some craziness. It was like they had him faster in Madden than Josh Allen. I was like, that's a bit much, but I get it. I don't. Josh Allen still needs to be faster, but Daniel is fast.
100%. Mac Jones, Mac Jones, Big Mac Jones, Crackback Jones, whatever you want to say. He's okay. He's better than Tua.
You think so?
He's better than Tua.
Whoa. I'm not comfortable with that at all. Not better than Tua. Well, he did make the playoffs.
He made the playoffs, and I think his decision making is much better.
You know what? That is true.
I've seen some terrible interceptions by Tua where Tua just throws it and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I think Mac Jones is better than Tua.
Just because he made the playoffs. But talent-wise, I don't think he's touching anybody on that list.
You don't think I think he actually matches pretty well to Tua when it comes athletically.
Talent-wise?
Athletically.
Oh, no. I just meant overall talent. I don't
overall,
think I think he is the least talented quarterback that we have picked so far. In terms of just like his talent and what he can do as a quarterback.
Just overall what his ceiling could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he did make the playoffs.
He did make the playoffs, but then again, look at the situation.
He had his team first place in the AFC East with the Bills.
Yeah.
After like week 12 or something crazy like that. So I'm if you know, I feel that's fine. That's fine. I think that changes next season.
I think it changes this season too. I
Yeah.
think Tua's going to be much improved this year. He's not going to be great. He might be a good quarterback this year. Might be good.
I hope he's good so that they keep him.
Right? Exactly.
I hope he's decent. I think Mac Jones is going to take a big step back this year, though.
I think so too. I looked at the wide receivers on their roster, and it's like, who's this dude throwing to, bro? It's bad.
This next one is tough.
Jalen Hurts, because his game isn't really throwing the ball.
Yeah,
it's running it, and he's damn good at it. But I don't think it doesn't translate to very many wins.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs last year. But I don't. Damn.
This one's hard.
It is hard. I don't think he's more.
I think he's below Justin Fields.
He's for sure below Justin Fields. I don't think he is. I think he's below Daniel Jones, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it's the fact that we're going to have Jalen Hurts, Mac Jones, and Tua all in OK, and they're all from Alabama, and we're on the same team at one time. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts. No, I can't say he's worse than Daniel Jones.
But he's made the playoffs, so if we give it to Mac Jones, we have to give it to Jalen Hurts. Above Tua, yeah.
Above Tua, yeah. I would say that how dangerous he is in the run game is what puts it over
Tua. Yeah, and not only that, but Tua has had 2 prime opportunities to make the playoffs and hasn't done it either time.
Hasn't taken advantage of it.
Oh, this one's easy. This next one's easy.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, he's obviously straight up garbage.
Yeah. All right. No, we got to give the respect. But no, it froze. No, what happened? Oh no, Derek Carr is not going. What is this list trying to do?
You're trying to tell us something.
Oh my god, dude! Why are we freezing here? What's going on, tier maker? I swear. There we go. All right, Drew Locke.
He's got the potential. He's got the talent, but he ain't done jack diddly in this league.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He is not.
This is another
Yeah, Carson Wentz is another too. And he's one of those guys where I look at Jameis Winston, right? And I go, Jameis Winston had that 5,000-yard throwing season. And it's like, Carson Wentz would have... No!
It didn't delete, did it?
No, it didn't. I just got pulled back up. It came back up. No. I got scared. I'm not going to lie. I got scared. There we go. We're back. Carson Wentz, he had the one good season, dude. One good season, got hurt. Nick Foles then goes to the playoffs and wins.
He had like 2 good seasons because they did make the playoffs the next season. He was pretty good. He was coming on ACL, whatever, right?
I think Carson Wentz is okay.
See, but that's the thing, right? Because he was really good. He was actually elite at one point, right? And then he let his ego get the best of him. And then he tried to be Superman when he was no longer Superman. And now he looks like
both his ankles at the same time.
He looks like garbage now. And see, that's the reason I would say, yes, if we had to say like his talent level and the potential, I would actually put him at good. But we have to also go with production. And he was bad, like bad. So that's why I would say, Well, if Sam Darnold isn't okay, we have to put Carson Wentz.
I'm gonna look. I'm pretty sure.
They said, but his statistics were decent for a little while. But that honestly was only because Jonathan Taylor was there. He got to eat off of play action.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at his stats just because I got to make sure. He threw for He threw for 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. And 4 of those interceptions came in the last game of the season.
And then when they had to depend on him, he looked like
Oh,
hot garbage.
Exactly. At the end of the season, he threw 4 picks against the Jaguars that absolutely blow it.
So he's okay. Put him below Tua. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some people that would heavily disagree with that. They'd be like, Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, but I don't know. Kirk Cousins. Now that I'm looking at this
I like him at good. I think it actually fits.
Yeah, I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. I mean, there's no reason what is he accumulated? Something stupid like $250 million.
Let's not even talk about how he keeps getting these $40 million extensions.
All guaranteed money. All guaranteed money. He don't play games, bro.
This dude has the best agent in the league.
Seriously. But I think good really fits because a okay quarterback is not getting that. I don't care.
Yeah.
They wouldn't keep giving him this money if they didn't think he was at least good. So I think he's good.
100%. Matt Stafford.
Top of good. I don't know about really good.
Really?
I don't know, man. Listen, bro. They had a stacked roster. There was no reason it should have even been that close in the NFC Championship game. I think it was close in the divisional game.
Well,
and then even in the Super Bowl.
Well, when we look at the NFC Championship game, they played against the 49ers.
And he damn near threw the game away.
He did, man. And that's crazy because
Harry's Tart or something. If he didn't drop that pass, bro, they lose the game. Dude, and Jimmy G is going back to the Super Bowl.
And what's hard is because I have to look at what has Matt Stafford done. It was his first year in a brand new system that he had never played in before. What does he look like this year?
With a ton of talent around him.
Yeah. He's better than Derek Carr.
Yeah.
But he's good. Yeah. He's good. I like Matt Stafford. Deshaun Watson. I think we haven't seen him play in a year, but I think is he really good? I mean, there's some idiots out there who would put him in elite, and I haven't seen that yet. He's been good. I've seen him take over games before. I've seen him do it with lackluster talent around him. But
he's a tough placement.
I haven't seen him in a year, so I'd have to put him in really good until I see him come back and do it again.
Just put him at the end of really good.
Yeah. He's definitely a really good quarterback from what we saw. He meant more to the Texans than any other piece they had on offense. Because
he gave up DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Jesus.
Ruined their entire franchise.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, Davis Mills. I think Davis Mills he was okay, but then he was really, when they first threw him in at the beginning of the season with the whole Tyrod thing, they were like, no, we're going to put Davis Mills in. And then he played against us and we absolutely destroyed him.
Smashed him. But it was raining that day.
But then he finished out the season better than any of the other rookie quarterbacks with better statistics, I think, except like completion percentage, because Mac Jones got that because Mac Jones was checking it down.
Right.
But I think Davis Mills was the real surprise out of this draft class.
Agreed.
I think he's actually got, a higher ceiling. His ceiling is higher than his neck. Like it is. I think he has a higher ceiling
than Mac Jones.
Ooh,
so we got to put him in okay. But Mac Jones did make the playoffs, so we have to.
Mac Jones made the playoffs, but Davis Mills was putting up numbers with the terrible Texans. So I think Davis Mills just ceiling. Oh, let's see for sure. Thursday, if not Friday. We might have.
You putting him above Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz?
See, that's hard. That's hard.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Oh no! But then we have Mac Jones.
See, but that's the
We just
thing.
had Mac Jones that high because he made the playoffs.
Exactly. So, but we do have to give him that extra boost because he did make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Matt Davis Mills did not make the play. It didn't even come close.
No.
So you can't give him that boost. So yeah.
He's under Carson Wentz, but I think he has a higher ceiling than
Dan Jones. Yeah, I agree with that right there.
Yeah,
I think that
Jared Goff. Like he's the definition of an quarterback, dude.
Yeah.
Like, is he not? Like we saw he was carried when he was with the Rams
by his offense, by his head coach,
yes.
which is the penalty I'm putting on Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Why I didn't want him is really good. Because he took Jared Goff to the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford, it shouldn't have even been that close for a person with your talent. Yeah. I'm sorry, it shouldn't have been.
And Jared Goff, what did he do this year? Like, I'm pretty sure he got hurt with the Lions, actually.
Bit off some kneecaps.
And then, he was biting kneecaps. And then they had to, oh my God, he's been the backup quarterback with the, hold on, I'm looking it up. Backup QB Lions. I remember because his name, Tim Boyle, had to play like 3 games this year. Like, Jared Goff, he'll be lucky. Blau? Yeah, David Blau had to play too because I think Tim Boyle got hurt. So then they had to put Blau in. And honestly,
wow.
Yeah, dude, Jared Goff is honestly,
I'm
like, he's got to be just looking at kind of what's left here. He's probably the worst one. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, well, look at the numbers that he put up with the. Yeah, but.
Well, actually, put him ahead of Drew Locke because Drew Locke ain't done that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, Drew Locke hasn't done dick.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Russell Wilson.
It's another really good. Yeah, agreed.
Top of really good. Easy to put him there. Cam Newton's one of those guys who's not in the league.
He's still in the league. He's still in the league.
No, he's not on a team.
Not on a team, but I mean, like, there's
this man just said, I don't understand why women just won't, make sandwiches for me, and like he ain't going to any team. He's done. Like, he's washed. So? He's the definition of a washed quarterback. And then he said, I want to go I'll be a backup for a team that's really good. And it's like, okay. But
he was on a roster last year, though. So there's a chance he may get signed. So I feel like we got to place him. And I would place him at I'm being completely honest. I love Cam. All right. I used to be the biggest Super Cam fan. Like, when he was doing it. I loved it, bro. I loved it. I used to watch Panthers games just because the Bills sucked and they were good. And I was like, I love Cam, but that boy is bad now. Like, his game's really fallen off because he never really had the most talented arm. Right.
And once
like he literally was throwing like a cannon when he it looked like he was trying to throw a bowling ball with his hand whenever he
was shot putting balls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, it was crazy.
He was shot putting. Joe Flacco.
We've come across the worst quarterback on the entire map.
Joe Flacco's worse than Drew Locke?
Yeah, I think so. See, now in terms of accomplishments, no. But in terms of talent level and potential left, yes. I think that both Jared Goff and Drew Locke have way more to offer than Joe Flacco has to offer right now, except maybe being like a mentor to a starting quarterback.
And that's why the Jets keep bringing back Joe Flacco, is because Zach Wilson has basically said that he's like his uncle. Like, he just goes there and he's
Matt Barkley.
Yeah, but I would much rather have Joe Flacco in a game than Matt Barkley.
Would you?
Yes,
100%. I feel like it's a wash either way.
No way, man. Like,
I saw Matt Barkley wash the Jets when Josh Allen was out. Sure,
but I also watched Matt Barkley not do anything against the Jets the next year in the last game of the season, and it was terrible.
Was it?
So I think Joe Flacco, just with the experience that he's had in the league, I think that he offers more to a team than Jared Goff or Drew Locke would.
As a Super Bowl winner.
Yeah. Super Bowl MVP, Joe Flacco.
Really? That's
Yeah.
nasty. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
I know it hurts to say, but Joe Burrow.
I'm really interested to hear what your take on this is. Huh?
I mean, am I wrong?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not a big fan of Joe Burrow. Like,
I was
think,
honestly thinking top of good because I was looking at Matt Stafford.
I think Matt Stafford and Derek Carr are both better than Joe Burrow.
I think they're about equal, those guys.
See, okay, but we do have to come back because we
Is
have
Joe
to
Burrow
follow
better than Kirk Cousins, though?
we have to follow the same criteria, right?
Sure.
Joe Burrow, is he more talented than Derek Carr and Matt Stafford? I'd say it might be close to equal, right? They're somewhere around the same thing,
Yeah.
right? Potential, he probably has more potential than either one of them, right?
Sure.
Accomplishment, Matt Stafford just won a Super Bowl. So
Joe Burrow made it to a Super Bowl.
Matt Stafford beat him though.
Yeah, he did.
But Derek Carr did not. So I would say Joe Burrow probably goes in the middle of them, even though I think Derek Carr is better.
Okay. I'm with that. Mitch Trubisky.
Oof. I don't even know. I don't even know. It really depends. We haven't seen Mr. Trubisky play in like 2 years. 2 years.
I put him over Baker. Because I think Mitch Trubisky is another one of those guys that has just been in terrible situations.
And still made the playoffs. Still has a winning starter percentage as a starter. So, and he's athletic and he could throw the ball. Yeah, that's a fair
rating. I think Mitch Trubisky is better than Baker Mayfield. Just with the upside, I think he's better. I think he is, and I think in a good situation with the Steelers, I know Steelers fans are like, oh, we need to draft Malik Willis and stuff. They just signed Mitch Trubisky to a 2-year deal. I wouldn't be surprised if they wait until next year's draft class of quarterbacks, which is going to be much better. And then they ride the Mitch Trubisky experiment for 1 year. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. And I think he's going to do good.
I think that'd be smart. The Steelers made the playoffs last year with Ben Roethlisberger with no arm. So Mitch Trubisky is better than Ben Roethlisberger was last year.
As I said, the corpse of Ben Roethlisberger.
Exactly. Now, of course, the AFC is going to be way harder this year than it was last year. So even they may not even make the playoffs. But yeah, then again, we thought the Steelers would make the playoffs last year, and they ended up doing it because Mike Tomlin is a genius. So I think
good.
That's a fair play.
Yeah. I think if they could get what they got out of Ben, they're going to get much more out of Mitch Trubisky. And I think Mitch Trubisky could be their I know Steelers fans don't want to hear it. Could be their quarterback in the future.
Maybe
I think he could. He has that potential.
He does. I mean, there's a reason he was a top 5 pick. I mean, he shouldn't have been, but he still was because they saw the potential in him.
Yeah.
He just got that tutelage from Ken Dorsey and Brian Daboll and Josh Allen, etc. So maybe he comes out a better quarterback.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater.
Not very good. He's not very good. I'd put him below Jameis.
Okay.
See, I feel like Jameis has accomplished more. I feel like Jameis has a higher ceiling, and I feel like Jameis is just overall better. So
yeah. I'm not mad at that. Even though it's going to be funny watching Dolphins fans clamor for Teddy Bridgewater, by like week 7. But
that is funny. That I've always said that Teddy Bridgewater was better than Tua, but I was just talking trash. Obviously, I don't really think that, but I think he could be. We'll see.
Definitely. Zach Wilson.
That's tough to tell. They were garbage, and he did not look good, but he does have a lot of potential and a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I'm fine with putting him in straight up garbage. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, he's not. He's not straight up garbage.
That the production output was nasty.
I think he's top of I think he's top of it.
Okay.
Just because
he's more talented than anybody there.
He's got the talent. I just gotta see him do it with.
Right.
I got to see him do it. And
At least win a
apparently
couple games.
they are really trying hard, the Jets are, to get him a number 1 wide receiver. Like really, really hard. And, every single wide receiver that's, being talked about being traded, it's like, oh, the Jets have an offer in. They really want to get him a wide receiver 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they really try to get Debo. Even though I think switching Debo primarily to just a wide receiver like he wants to be isn't a good call for him.
At
I think
all.
being the hybrid is kind of what makes Debo Debo. But he wants to be a straight wide receiver because he wants to get that wide receiver money.
He just want to get paid. That's all.
Yeah,
like pay the man, and he deserves it. He deserves it. So give him the money. Give him his money.
Well, if Rappaport's to be believed, he said that he's like, nah, like don't even make me an offer. I don't want to stay here in San Fran. And it's like, why, dude?
That's the thing, because like when he said that, I was like, they must have did something that really pissed him off, right?
Yeah,
it couldn't have been
Mike
money.
McDaniel leaving or something, like something
No. I feel like they offended him. Like I feel like something happened after the season, and they said something that just really like he made them look at them crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't think maybe it was like a lowball offer where they was like trying to pay him like a running
it
back
had to be,
stupid.
Dude.
He was just like, this is what y'all think of me? All right, cool, I'm out.
But you want to know what's crazy? They're going to get rid of Debo, right? I don't care where he goes. Carolina, let him go to the Jets. I don't care. They're going to have him replaced.
Yeah, because Kyle Shanahan is a genius.
That was the one thing when I was talking to my brothers. I said, the terrible thing is that they perpetually, the 49ers, are just really good at just replacing their running back. Like with the next guy up, like we're like, oh my God, Debo this, Debo that. He leaves. Next year, we're gonna be like, oh my God, Elijah Mitchell, he's so good. How did we not know? Like it's literally the next guy every single time.
Remember Matt Breida was damn near all pro. Raheem Mostert was a beast. Like
and then Matt Breida goes and gets the bag from the Dolphins, and see what happened there. Like,
Kyle Shanahan is just a genius. That's all it really is to it.
They're really good at scouting running backs. They're really good at that.
Kyle Shanahan is really good at everything. Yeah. Like that boy is just he's one of the best.
All right.
This
Josh Allen. This one's easy, right?
Boy, you better move that before everybody kills.
All right, now here's the question.
He's the best quarterback in the NFL.
I mean, I think he is too. I think he has better decision making than Mahomes. I feel like that he's been able to do more with less.
Yep.
And I think that Pat Mahomes
not more, but it's close to as much.
Well,
you mean production wise? Gotcha.
Production wise, yeah. And what is Pat Mahomes going to look like this year without the number 1 receiver he's had since he came into the league?
He got you just
and MVS. Bro,
oh my God!
Did you?
How the mighty have fallen.
There was a Kansas City beat reporter that said that they're just hoping that Valdez-Scantling and Juju both together can equate for what they're losing when they lose Tyreek Hill. And I'm like, you can't do that. That is not a good way to run your team.
Even if production-wise they do in terms of like the yards and catches, it still ain't the same because Tyreek Hill literally changes the way people play defense.
None of those guys are a weapon that Pat Mahomes can run around outside the pocket for like 5 seconds and they're going to be wide open down the field. Yeah, and just fire it.
Exactly.
And he's like, I'm going to heave it as far as I can. And Tyreek's going to turn on a different gear and get to that ball.
Yep.
Like, they aren't those kind of receivers. So I think
Pat have to put Mecole Hardman in and do something with him.
They got to, dude. But yeah, I think Josh Allen's better than Pat Mahomes. I think there's
easily.
But very similar skill sets. I just haven't seen Pat Mahomes have lesser talent around him.
Yeah, absolutely. People keep saying like Ben Roethlisberger and Cam Newton is the Josh Allen comp. It's not true. None of that is true. None of those quarterbacks can do everything Josh Allen can do.
He's
the only Josh Allen comp
of those guys, wouldn't you say? He's got the Cam Newton.
He's got a way better arm than either one of both of them put together.
I don't know.
is
Prime
more
Big Ben
athletic.
was a monster. Had a monster arm.
He did. Cam even had a monster arm in his prime.
He had
As
a
far as
monster arm, but it
as
wasn't
far as
accurate.
throwing no. As far as throwing the ball
Yeah.
deep, he could throw it. But I just mean like his arm talent is just phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
His athleticism is up there with prime Cam.
Yep.
You know, his size is up there with prime Ben Roethlisberger. His escapability and break tackle. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say is they both have components to their game that can't touch what Josh Allen can do, right? The only real Josh Allen comp is Patrick Mahomes. That's the only real one.
And Pat Mahomes doesn't even have the running ability that Josh
exactly,
has.
but he does have some good running ability.
He can escape and he is elusive.
Yeah, right.
But his top end speed and going down the field, if Pat Mahomes is running at you full speed, it's not as scary as Josh Allen running.
Yeah, because Pat Mahomes is like twinkle toes and down the field. You know,
Josh Allen is. I'm going to put my nuts in your face mask. Is what he's gonna do. That's what Josh Allen does. He's like, this cup is getting lodged in between your face mask as I jump over you. Like I love Josh Allen. Of course, we love Josh Allen. I feel like people might look at it and be biased, maybe last year, but now if you look at it objectively, us putting him in the elite is not like I don't think that you can argue that.
Listen,
just that game against the Chiefs shows that it's elite.
And not only that, I feel like that game against the Chiefs shows he's better than Patrick Mahomes because if you really think about it, Tyreek Hill took over that second half, not Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Tyreek Hill had to return, right? Tyreek Hill it was a beautiful pass from Patrick Mahomes. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he took that thing 60 yards by himself, right? Throwing up the deuces at the 25-yard line.
If that's MVS or
it's
Juju,
not happening. Or if
they're getting pulled down.
I mean, no disrespect to Cole Beasley. If that's Cole Beasley, that's not happening. If that's Emmanuel Sanders, that's not happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they took away Josh's number one target, and he still balled the hell out. You know, I mean, Patrick Mahomes really depended on his superstars. You know, so I think that really proves that Josh was better. Josh was better,
and I think this year will prove it. I think this year, number wise,
it definitely
Josh Allen, I think, is surefire up there to win MVP. The Buffalo Bills are right up there to win the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Allen was Super Bowl MVP too. So, he's just one of those players. He's one of those transcended once-in-a-generation players, and he landed on our team. Oh, my God, it's about time. After so many years. But Josh Allen, good. Trey Lance. I didn't see enough of him.
Yeah, it's a tough. You can't really place him because I do feel like he's probably more talented than everybody up until Derek Carr, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him on the football field, so we can't really
I just noticed that Jimmy Garoppolo is not on this list.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be an NFL quarterback. That's a lie. He's an NFL quarterback, but he's not a good one.
All right, we'll use Trey Lance as Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, because then we got to put him in okay, and I don't really want to put Trey Lance in okay. That feels disrespectful. Well, I guess that's fine. That's fair.
I think Trey Lance is in this category here.
Yeah, agreed. Right there, I would say probably between Baker and Mitch.
Yeah, look, he was a rookie last year, man, and when they did play him, he struggled. But again, he was a rookie in a Kyle Shanahan system. You expect him to be
fine.
good year one?
He will be just fine. Exactly.
Even if he's mediocre, he's gonna have a good running back behind him.
and even if he's mediocre, they're still going to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan Tannehill.
If you asked me this last year, I would probably put him in front of Kirk Cousins. But now, oh man, his stock has dropped a lot. His stock has dropped.
You want to know what's funny? So Caveman had his whole tier list, and he had, I forget who, but he had Ryan Tannehill was the last guy that he said was better than Kirk Cousins. And I said, that's the only one that when I saw his whole list, I looked at it and said, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know
think he's better than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has been more consistent. He's produced more. I think he's made the playoffs too. if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I believe
So and Ryan
it's either with
Tannehill
Washington or with
or with Minnesota.
with
Ryan Tannehill has really, bro had AJ Brown. Like, come on, bro. AJ Brown is arguably the most talented wide receiver in the NFL.
They had AJ Brown, Julio Jones, and they got Derrick Henry back for the playoffs last year, and they got embarrassed.
Offensive line, bro. Like, yeah, I ain't swinging that.
Yeah, I think he's good. He might even be top of okay.
Yeah, top of okay.
He's top of okay.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Good. I put him in good.
I think he's good.
Kirk Cousins. He's the black Kirk Cousins.
Oh my God. Hold on. All right. Hold on.
I actually think he's better than Derek Carr, but he's going to have to prove that.
Yeah. I see my problem always with also awesome Bills Tervis.
That's fire.
I love that. This water has been cold for 3 days. Yeah. So Dak Prescott, my problem with him is they have so much talent around him, dude. So much talent just to get embarrassed.
And he be balling when it does not matter.
Dude,
he be balling.
He's the king of garbage time.
Yeah, man.
The king of it.
But when it matters, when it's like everything is on the line, I don't know, bro.
No, I don't know. I think I'd rather. Yeah, I think he's good right there. I think he's overall, like, talent-wise, probably better than Derek Carr.
I agree.
Even pre-injury, Dak was dangerous running too.
He actually looked like he got better after his injury at first.
Yeah. See,
I would put him above Derek Carr, honestly.
Yeah. I think
I'm cool with that.
And honestly, I think he might even be just athletically better than Joe Burrow. But he
probably is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow, but he has not accomplished what Joe Burrow had in 2 seasons already.
Joe Burrow's made it to a Super Bowl, dude. Dak Prescott can't even make it past the first round. So Lamar Jackson.
I actually want to hear what you think because I know where I would put him.
I think he's bottom of really good.
Yeah, I think
for what he means. For what he means to that franchise and the offense that they run, he's good, really good for them. And yeah, he won an MVP in a down year for MVPs and all that stuff. But I think Lamar, just as looking at what does a quarterback mean to an offense, Lamar Jackson means a lot to that offense. But then again, people can bring up, well, Tyler Huntley came in and it didn't look like that the Baltimore Ravens were really missing all that much.
I don't know about that. He had a couple good quarters, but I don't know if he could like replace the production of.
I don't think you can replace Lamar Jackson. He's either bottom of really good or top of good.
I think he's better than Kyler.
Oh wow!
I mean, he's won an MVP in this league.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the accomplishments there.
But
I think he has the skill and the potential.
But if you put him above Kyler, you're saying Lamar Jackson is better than Deshaun Watson?
I'd see, but that's the thing. We're penalizing Deshaun Watson because he missed the season.
Because he hasn't played a year. Yeah, you're right.
I don't think he's better than Deshaun Watson, but neither. I don't think Kyler is either, to be fair. I don't think Justin Herbert is either, to be fair.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, I like Lamar there at the bottom of really good, but I can see why you would want to put him here.
He's accomplished more than Kyler.
Yeah. And he has won a playoff game. Kyler Murray has not done that. Kyler Murray has better arm talent.
He does.
And he can run.
Oh, no. Kyler could throw that ball. He sure can.
Yeah.
He sure can.
He Hail Murray'd it on us, remember?
Why would you, Jake?
I have to tell you because he got it down there.
He did get it down there.
He got it down there. I don't know Lamar can.
That was a good 66. No. Lamar could throw that thing.
You think so? Lamar got that cannon?
Throw. He got a cannon. Remember his MVP season where he was just letting it fly like crazy? Lamar
I can tell you that was a very forgettable year for me.
Oh, well, I remember because he was pissing me off.
Yeah, because like if I really had to do it, I'd put Deshaun there.
I agree. I'd put Deshaun ahead of Justin as well.
Yeah. I'll go with you there. And then, I like that. Russell, Deshaun, Justin, Lamar, Kyler. I think that's pretty good.
I feel like that's accurate.
All right, Tom Brady.
Oh, this guy. He's obviously got to be an elite.
Just for what he can do.
See, that's tough because if we're going off of accomplishments, like it's not fair.
Well, yeah,
right?
no, we can't go just off accomplishments.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh man, that's tough.
This dude his mental game is the best.
Yes,
it's the best. He will tear you apart.
He's this generation's been playing so damn long. He's like what Peyton Manning was in his prime.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? Like that cerebral pre-snap stuff he's all over it. Not only that, but like I was watching the Bucks game earlier this year, and like I was in awe of his ball placement. It was just like he only put the ball where his receiver was gonna get. I was like, yo, that is crazy.
And he's been doing it for 20 years.
Yes, bro. Yes. I hate
he's in the elite, even though I would argue that athletically and skill by he's top of really good. But just his football IQ makes him elite.
And not only that, but you kind of can't because he hasn't shown a sign of regression yet.
No, yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Matt Ryan. I think he's in with this group of guys.
I do too. I was just trying to figure out where I put him.
And I think that with the Colts this year, he's going to be good.
He's going to ball the hell out. Yes.
So, yeah. I think that's a good placement for him.
I agree.
I mean, even if you just want to go off of what he's done before when he had Kyle Shanahan as the OC in right? He was the OC for Atlanta before he went to San Fran.
Oh, yeah. With the Super Bowl season.
Yeah, the Super Bowl where of course they blew the lead.
Season.
Yeah. I think Matt Ryan is going to be good this year.
I agree.
I think he's good. Aaron Rodgers.
Above Pat. He's got 2 back-to-back MVPs, even though they should be Josh's hot take, but he does have 2 back-to-back MVPs. He's performed better than Patrick Mahomes both these last seasons. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes has accomplished more simply because he's won the Super Bowl and went to another one.
Josh would have won. He would have won the MVP last year, or I guess now you got to say 2 seasons ago. He would have won it that 2020 year. Aaron Rodgers just not gone off.
See, but that's the thing. They only gave it to Aaron Rodgers because he went off.
Yeah.
Because if you remember at the start of that season, Russell Wilson was like going nuts.
Oh my God. Yeah. They were like, Russell Wilson has never received an MVP vote.
Exactly. And then people were like, well, Josh Allen's going to fly. He's going to regress. He's not even an MVP candidate. It's not going to happen. And then really that narrative, because everybody swore Josh Allen was going to fall off, that he was injured for like 2, 3, or 4 games. And then they were like, well, Josh Allen had that lull in the middle. Like they really looked for any reason to penalize Josh Allen that year.
They did.
He was the MVP. And he should have been MVP last year completely. I mean, if we're looking at what most valuable player means, he's been the most valuable player to his team since 2020.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say we saved the best for last because we really didn't.
Certainly
it just kind of turned out. Trevor Lawrence.
Oof. I think he's better than Zach Wilson.
I think his upside. I don't
even know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen it from him. I haven't seen anything in the NFL that tells me this guy's going to be elite.
I just think that if we have Justin Fields here and Trevor Lawrence, he's elusive. He knows how to navigate the pocket, and he's got a really good arm. He's just been on a terrible team last year. I think we have Justin Fields here. I think this group of guys, Trevor Lawrence fits right in there with those guys.
You're right. Because you know what? He is far more talented than Baker or Mac Jones.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think he's quite as talented as Trey Lance overall.
Mhm.
Like just overall, I think
Yeah.
I think Trey Lance is more talented. I like him there. That's a good spot.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence is another one of those guys like Mac Jones and Tua where he was at Clemson. Dude, he was throwing to number 1 wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't expect him to translate as well to the just like I don't expect any quarterback that comes from any big program that has had success for a long time.
Mhm.
Like outside of LSU when they built that team with Joe Burrow, like since then they're not like a powerhouse for wide receivers. So like but when you look at Alabama every single year, they've got a number one, like the guy who could go number 1 overall every single year at wide receiver. So I always look at those quarterbacks and go, maybe you take them with a grain of salt what they've done. But yeah, there's the list, dude. Coincidentally, the elites are the guys that are playing in the match 6 golf game that is coming up soon. I don't think anybody really. If you knew that we were going to do this list, you knew that let's see, I hate to say it, but is the best in the league minus playoffs. Yeah, Richard, I would say Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs has been it's been ridiculous the last few years, dude.
He
like
a lot.
Super choke. But Richard says he has Rodgers at the top. I don't say I think a lot of these guys maybe like some people think that even Tom Brady's football IQ is worth more than just pure athleticism. Like you can switch these guys. Everybody's going to have them a little bit different.
No, but I don't know about I don't know about that, because the only reason I would push back on that is because if you have high football IQ, that does work out to your advantage. Obviously, if you know how to use it to your advantage. Tom Brady is the best quarterback who's ever touched a football. So he knows how to use it to his advantage, and he's very patient. That's why it works for him. He will kill you with 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
Josh Allen will throw your defensive tackle to the ground and stuff his face in the dirt and then throw the ball 65 yards down the field past your safety. That's different. Okay.
That is different.
Just different. Right. So
like I said, Josh Allen, balls in face mask. That's what makes him different. So I like this list, honestly. I didn't expect to put Drew Locke as our worst quarterback, technically.
I mean,
since he's at the very bottom, but yeah.
Drew Locke ain't done jack diddly squat.
No, he doesn't even have a photo. Have you noticed everybody else has a photo? He doesn't.
He's not gonna be. I mean, bro, like Drew Locke, bro, the potential is there, the talent is there. He just ain't done nothing. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's decision making. I don't know if he's scared or don't know what he's doing. I don't know, bro. He just don't perform.
I mean, he had Jerry Jeudy and Tim Patrick, and like he's had guys Noah Fant at tight end. Yep. Like, dude, there's no excuse for Drew Locke, and we'll see. I don't even think I know he got traded to Seattle. I don't think he even sees the ball there at all. I think they probably
gonna take that.
No, I think they probably trade for Baker or they draft somebody. Honestly, like because Seattle's sitting there at 9, they could probably get somebody. So we'll see what they do. But yeah, that's the list. So of course now we can close that out, and that means that we have to get to the mock draft machine, which I know is your favorite. We are only 6 days away from the NFL draft. And I can't tell you how happy I am, Justus, because I don't want to see one more goddamn mock draft on my Twitter anymore. I don't care what you think.
I'm throwing out like 4 this week, bro. You can be mad at me.
Oh my god, dude! So every year, I didn't do one this year because we've been busy doing this stuff, but also with school. I usually put out a podcast that's called "Nobody Cares About Your Mock Draft." That's the thing, because nobody really does. I mean, unless you're one of the big guys like Kuiper, McShay, or maybe you're Joe Marino who does it for a living. Like you care about those guys' mock drafts. But I literally do not care if you're a content creator who does the same thing we do. And yeah, you're into like college sports and everything. I understand that. But if you put out 8 to 10 mock drafts within the span of 3 days,
Oh, that's
Find
crazy.
something better to
Yeah,
do.
that's crazy. I try to keep mine to like one a week, if that.
And that's fine. That's fine. And I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay, that's cool. But there's people that put it out Monday, Tuesday. I don't care. You're just picking a different, like,
Yeah. And you
random
know what
order of
else that
people,
says?
dude.
It says you're not really like following the I guess the like what is it called? Like the spirit of the mock draft,
Yeah.
because chances are if you're doing it that much, chances are you're like, oh wow, the guy I want isn't here right now. Let me start this thing over. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean? So it's
Exactly,
like you're
dude.
kind of
And
cheating.
I I hate it too because I understand it's all in fun. And I hate to, be the party pooper and everything, but it really gets annoying to the fact to where I have the words mock draft muted on my Twitter because I'm tired of looking at them. I can only see us take Chris Olave or Andrew Booth Jr. or Zion Johnson so many times. I understand. I bet you we'll pick one of those guys in this mock draft we're about to do. But you want to know the difference? This is the first mock draft we've ever done on this show. And we're doing it the week before the draft, and there won't be another one before the draft.
Right. We'll be on during the draft. So
Yeah, we're going to
that's
be
it.
on during the draft. So here we go. I'm going
That's
to
it
share
for the
my
first round
screen.
bye.
Let's see. The mock draft simulator. Here we go. We're going to do 7 rounds. Do you want to do it on normal or fast speed?
Fast.
Fast speed. All right. Now again, this I do have premium, so this is going to have trades. So that's going to make it a little bit more interesting. All right, just tell me when you're ready for me to start. What are the things we're looking for in the first round? I think we're really looking at corner or wide receiver, right? Or
see, that's the thing. It really depends on your philosophy, right? Some people may feel like let's get a premium football player that's going to help us win a championship.
Oh yeah.
So we should trade up. And then some people may be like, well, let's just take the best player available when we get there.
Mhm.
Or some people feel like, oh, let's take some assets from somebody else and trade back.
Yeah.
It really depends on your philosophy.
I think that really we should just go best overall player when we get there, but it has to be out of position that we not need.
No. Yeah, for sure. Like we're not taking Desmond Ritter if he's still, you know what I'm saying? Or
Oh my
Zion.
God.
I don't think, because after the Cassenberry signing, I really don't think we need offensive linemen anymore.
No, I don't think that's going to be a big look
It's
unless they're looking
round pick for sure.
Yeah. I could see it being a mid-round pick, a developmental,
maybe even like a second or third,
a developmental guy, but
maybe a third round pick. Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're gonna look.
Ooh, Kayvon Thibodeau at 2. F you, Eagles. Damn, F you, Eagles. Oh my God.
All right, we've received a trade. They want, let's see, the Seahawks want our first at 25, want to give us 40, a 4th rounder, and a 5th rounder.
What else we got?
Let's see. The Chiefs, fuck you.
No. Look at that.
They want to give us 29 and 2 7th round picks. Those 7th rounders will not make the roster. No. All right. And the Bengals want to give us 31 and a 4th.
Go back to the middle one. 31 and a 4th.
I think the best one might be the Bengals because you get a 4th and you're only moving back 6 spots.
Yeah, there's some talent in the 4th round, actually. I'd be cool with that, yeah.
Do you want to just stick with the picks we have for this first one really quick, and then we'll do a trade?
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
All right. So this is what we have at 25.
Best player
We've
available.
got some options.
Kenny Pickett.
We got to run. We got to run to the podium. Kenny Pickett. Wow, there's some good. Oh, there's some good names here. Obviously, the one that stands out the most to me is Andrew Booth Jr.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the Daxton Hill signing if you're planning on switching Daxton Hill to corner. I think he translates really well to corner. But that's like a year project. And do you want a guy who you can plug in immediately? I know Mookie likes Kyer Elam. He gets burnt a little too much for my taste. But he's not bad, to say the least. I'm going to look at the draft profiles on Booth. I'm pretty sure I've literally looked at him so many times.
5-star.
Yeah. Written by Joe Marino. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Hey.
All right. Man coverage skills, sticky man coverage. How's he in zone? Booth Jr. generally does well to stay leveraged in zone coverage, cue the backfield, and work in the throwing lane. All I know is that I've seen this dude read quarterbacks like Goosebumps books. That easy. Yeah, man. He's got great ball skills. He's an aggressive tackler. I like him. I think he's your overall better corner, but we can read about Kyer too.
So for me, I typically, if I'm doing a mock draft and there's not some outlier sitting there like Trent McDuffie or Jamison Williams or something, I typically will go with Daxton Hill only for the thing that you can switch him to cornerback.
Yeah,
he runs a 4.3.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
4.3 flat. Don't know what's going on with Jordan Poyer at the moment. So
yeah,
you do have to, kind of account for that potentially, to have his replacement in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of mentioned the thing about a project player, and do you want to plug somebody in now, et cetera, but the thing about the draft is a lot of times people will pick a player who they want to step in and help immediately, right? But then if you get a guy who maybe can't step in and be the most productive immediately, maybe down the line he turns into an absolute stud, you know what I mean? And now you got this superstar player on your defense in 2024. Is that worth picking him in 2022?
See, my philosophy is that if you're going to pick someone in the first round, they should be able to contribute to your team if need be immediately. And at safety, I don't know. You're not contributing immediately. And if you're switching him to corner,
if he could play corner as well.
If you're switching him to corner, how long is it going to take for him to switch his skill set over to corner? Yes, it is. It's not a hard transition, but it's also, it's going to take some time.
I was talking to Donald Jones.
Yeah.
And he said differently. He said it's a very tough trade. So he said going from cornerback to safety is a little easier, but he said going from safety to cornerback is really hard for a lot of people. And he said a lot of safeties can't cover at all. So that kind of made me a little weary on that pick. But if Andrew Booth Jr. is here, I would take him.
I'd take
either him or Jahan Dotson.
See, I like Jahan Dotson too. Did you see the thumbnail I put up on the video?
This one here?
Not this one. For your you did that draft thing.
Oh no,
dude! All the players, dude. I got a Jahan Dotson like one-handed snag behind his head. Oh my god, it looks awesome, dude! In the thumbnail, I love it. But yeah, if it were me, I'm taking Andrew Booth here. I just think that he's better in zone than Kyer Elam, but he can also play man. So that's kind of what makes me go, all right, he's versatile. He's not really one-dimensional. And I think that the Bills like that. And, Florida, again, I watched more Florida. Like I've told you, I'm a UCF fan, but I grew up a Gators fan. So I still watch them every year, hoping that they're at least good. Kyer Elam has had his moments, but every player has their moments where they don't, they get burnt on a play, so on and so forth. But he gets burned a little bit more often than Andrew Booth. So that would be my terrible reasoning for why to take Andrew Booth over him. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I like Andrew Booth Jr. I'm pretty sure the only reason his stock is even this low, I think he suffered an injury.
Yeah.
So if you can get him and he's a talented player, because everybody knows how I feel about Jameson Williams. So injuries clearly don't bother me when you have the best training staff in the league and the best roster in the league, top to bottom. So whoever this first round pick is, we don't need him immediately.
No,
right? We don't need him. Okay.
No.
And that's honestly another reason why I was so comfortable with taking Daxton Hill. Because I even with our secondary the way it is now, if we went into the season with it the way it is now, which I don't think Brandon Beane will do. But even if we did, I don't think it would be as bad, as much of a problem as everybody else kind of seems to think it would be. But if I'm here and if Andrew Booth Jr. is available there, I'll take Andrew Booth Jr.
I'm taking him because if in the case that Tre'Davious White doesn't come back till the end of November, and you're running Dane Jackson as your CB1, I think that first of all, Cam Lewis is the guy I keep bringing up as your CB2. Cam Lewis is the guy that they were using to replace Taron Johnson in the slot. So I don't know how he is on the outside. So
probably not very good.
Andrew Booth Jr. is a guy that if I have to have him play, I'm a little bit more comfortable having him on the outside.
He's going to play outside. He's going to play outside because you're not taking Taron Johnson out of the slot. So
no, exactly. So Andrew Booth Jr., I like that. We're going to resume the draft. What do you think we're really looking in the second round? I think. Oh. No, we said no trades this draft.
Oh, right.
We'll do it next one. No. Oh my God.
They want to get rid of these pigs, boy. Oh, you bums took Roger McCreary. I ain't gonna lie, I'll double dip on the corner. Damn.
Yeah, everybody wants our pick. Again, we'll do that next.
It looked like
we'll
nobody
do that
wants their pick. All right, so if I'm looking here, Nakobe Dean is still there.
I know. That's I like that.
Holy shit. See, man.
Chamuma's there too, but Nakobe Dean.
No. Nakobe Dean is that guy. Yeah.
Nakobe Dean falling to 57 is
it's
ridiculous.
Not gonna happen. Exactly. So typically here I would take Breece Hall. But if Nakobe Dean is there, you gotta take Nakobe Dean.
That's a run to the podium type of thing. That's a run to the podium.
Absolutely. That's like when Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah dropped like that. Like that's that type of thing.
No, Calvin Austin got taken. I'm upset. No. Wait, what do you want? No, I'm not giving you a fourth and replacing it with a sixth. No, come on. All right. What are we looking at here?
Well, Troy Anderson is a good linebacker. We just took Nakobe Dean. So.
Yeah, well, we got Nakobe Dean. We don't need Troy Anderson. Let's look at what running backs are left, right?
Cook. Where's no. James Cook. Take James Cook.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Take James Cook because I haven't got a chance to watch this film personally, and I will admit that to you guys. But James Cook, I've heard, is essentially Dalvin Cook, but he got injured, so people don't want to give him
scheme fit, a zone scheme. We know that the Bills like to run
the Bills.
Zone.
Yeah, well, we don't know if Dorsey would, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have Josh Allen in shotgun. So
Cook has very good vision overall and can see gaps and holes. Footwork, he has excellent footwork, and let's see, contact balance. Showcases average contact balance, even though he isn't the biggest or strong back. He runs square beneath his pads and has good leg drive. Okay, so he's a powerful running back that has great footwork and can see the field, which is like Zach Moss, but better.
Yeah, they said this. This is. I've heard from a lot of people. This is the third best back behind Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall. They said that he's basically his brother.
Yeah, I could see that too. And even if the Bills didn't go James Cook here.
Oh, you sons of bitch, Dallas. Oh, you bomb. See, now Josh Williams was there. I'd have took him.
Yeah. James Cook. I like it. I like that pick.
Yeah.
Third round running back. I'm cool with that.
And with a first round grade from some people.
Yeah.
Oh, you bums took Alec Pierce at 99. Golly.
Again, we're getting to that point in the draft where, let's see, we're going to be in the fourth round, right? We got to look at a wide receiver, right? Like it has to be at this point, wide receiver.
Velus Jones.
It's
not even discussed. Velus Jones. The boy run a 4.31. Velus Jones.
All right, give me 1 second. I got to see. Did Punt God get taken off the board?
No, he gets taken around 180. So with our 185 pick, he'll be the pick. Because if you wait to 203 or 205, whatever it is, he'll be
all right. So we're taking Velus Jones.
Yeah. You talk about having a burner. My God.
Jelani Woods. He got taken. Let's see.
No trades.
Why am I? Yeah, no trades. Why am I looking at this? We're in round 5 already. My God. All right. Let's just look at all right now. There's Matareza.
I mean,
what are we really looking at?
Might as well take an inside offensive lineman here. I mean, we might as well get some depth. The best player available is, I mean, at least that we're looking at, is an inside offensive lineman.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is defensive line.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just looking at it to see if there was anybody that was ridiculous. It was sitting in there. All right. So we're at 168. Tyrese Robinson.
It's the best.
Chris Paul.
Oh, he's a 2-star coming out of high school.
Yeah. 2-star high school rank. Let's see. He has good balance when playing forward as a run blocker. How is he in pass sets? Has to find more consistency. Yeah, I'm not looking at that. I mean, we are in the 5th round. This is okay. We got a 4-star Oklahoma. Let's see. Can play in a power run scheme or a zone blocking scheme. Okay.
Zone blocking. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Competitive toughness, best trait balance. When playing offensive tackle, Robinson's balance issues arise. Struggles against defenders who work counter moves and force him. Okay. So he's not really good at.
We don't need him in tackle. We
don't need him in tackle.
Got Dawkins. We also got Spencer Brown, and we got
lower
Kingsbury now.
His lower body strength, lateral movement is limited by lower body stiffness. Okay, power at point of attack. Hand technique needs improvement. So this guy is really a developmental guy. Let's see. Thaler Mumford. This is another guy that I've heard about. Mumford's efforts balanced. There's some instances of him where it was late with his hands, well framed, syncs up. Lateral movement could best be described as yeah. I don't know. I think we're taking best available here. So we're gonna go Tyrese Robinson. Welcome to the squad.
Now you take Punk God.
Now we take Punk God. Matt Areza. Welcome to the squad.
Punter better than Matt Areza?
Jordan Stout.
Where the hell is he? Where the hell did he come from? I've never heard of him.
How many 6th-round picks do we have? Do we have 2?
Pretty much drafted everybody we need.
Tight end, yeah. I mean, you're not taking a quarterback here. Maybe you're looking at offensive tackles.
I wouldn't mind taking a quarterback here, but I don't think there's any good enough left to be taken. At 217. Well, 217 isn't too crazy away from 203, but
yeah, nobody here is really screaming backup for Josh Allen.
Oh, wait, no, we got Mac Barkley and Case Keenum now. We don't need a quarterback.
Yeah, we don't need a quarterback, so I don't know what that's talking about.
I was thinking that before the Case Keenum trade.
Maybe we're looking at tight ends. Maybe we're just looking at some tight ends to bring in here. Lucas Crowe. Let's see. Crowe has made his share of impressive catches. Drops were a major problem. Crowe can sit in zones and work in the flats. Crowe has the build of an inline tight end, but doesn't block and exchange power in the trenches. Austin Allen. Vacuum cleaner hands that offer a massive catch radius and consistently provides receptions, even when thrown in disadvantageous spots. Okay, so that looks like guy is you'll have a hard time finding plays off. He might not be a bully at the point of attack, but he may not impose his will on the defenders in the run game. But the motor is hot and the effort is consistent. Body adjustments are a big plus. I like this guy. 6'8", 253. Toilet seat hands. This dude can pluck him out of the air.
Is that what that means? I don't know what Tootsie hand means.
So vacuum cleaner hands that offer a massive catch radius. This dude's got giant hands, and it says he consistently provides receptions. I like it. Big guy, 250. Let's see. And that was Austin Allen, right? Yeah. All right. Austin Allen, welcome to the team. I think we got one more pick left. See, we're not getting any trades offered to us now. I'll give you Tremaine Edmonds and a 7th-round pick for a first next year.
I'd do that.
Yeah. Shit. All right. Let's just look at best overall.
Well,
now it's like...
Actually, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Actually, I'm thinking about it. First next year, not going to help us this year.
Here, I don't really know. These are guys that you don't even know.
Yeah, at this point, you're really just looking for depth and probably
we'll just
go back to our picks. Go back to our picks real quick.
I was just going to take another corner.
One corner. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. We only got one corner, so we might as well get some more depth there.
Boom. There we go. And that should be the end of our draft. I think so. Yep, that is the end of our draft. I honestly like this draft. User picks. This draft, I'm not gonna lie. We got some steal. Nakobe Dean at 57. Dog.
That's nuts.
That's nasty.
I'm about to screenshot that.
I was about to say we got to screenshot this. I think the first ever first round bye mock draft went very, very well.
Very well.
That's a good draft.
You get your cornerback, you get a stud linebacker, get a starter level running back, you get another good fast wide receiver that can do damage. Inside lineman, you get punt guard, some depth at tight end, and yeah, I like that draft a lot.
That is a good draft. Now we're not going to be getting to the 7th round because this last mock draft that we do, we're doing trades. So if we can trade up into the 4th round as much as possible, we need to do it because there's some dudes. So we're going to start one more and do the Bills. 7 rounds. Fast. Boom. All right. Let's go. Let's see how this one falls to us. Drake London taking an 11.
Oh, fuck you, Saints.
All right. Now let's start looking at these. The Texans are offering us pick 37 to get up to pick 25, but they're giving us a 4th and a 6th.
Not like that.
The Chiefs are offering us
next year's 4th.
And then a next year's 4th.
Like
I don't really like. I mean, I kind of like this one. You're only moving back 12 spots, but we'll probably get a bet. Oh, wait. No, we're already at the pick. What do we got here?
We had no options for trades, golly.
At 25? Jeez. In this one, we'll take Daxton Hill because we took Andrew Booth in the last one. So Daxton Hill being here, you've got your insurance at safety.
Let's say this is in the universe where Jordan Poyer or like Rachel Bush are like on Twitter walling, and we're like, all right, we need to take safety.
So we're taking Daxton Hill there. Now I'm just waiting. We're waiting.
Uh-oh.
So the Bears want us to move up to pick 39. They want us to give them 57, a 4th, and a 6th rounder.
I feel like that's asking for a lot.
Yeah, that's asking a little too much to just move up. What is that? 16 12. Spots? Or 18 spots?
18, yeah.
I will decline.
And plus, none of these players.
Jeez.
Damn.
Okay, they want to give us their second and their
43.
third rounder.
What's our? Oh,
So we would move up in the second and third round, and we give them a fourth round pick and a sixth round.
I'd actually take this because we could easily jump back into the fourth round.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm
taking this.
Yeah.
So now we're on the clock. Kyler Gordon's sitting there.
Quay Walker is sitting there.
Quay Walker's sitting there.
Lord, Quay Walker is sitting there. Oh my God.
No.
You got to, right? Like,
yeah, we got it. We got to get Quay
You
Walker.
have to, like,
because we just got. Well, we didn't draft a corner, but yeah, we
got Daxton Hill can kind of sort of, do that.
All right, we're taking Quay Walker.
Yeah, you have to. Like, if he's that's kind of like a no-brainer.
That's a dub.
Don't let Brees Hall be on there.
I know. All right. So to move up in the third, we got to give up a fifth round pick.
Okay. Well, Kenneth Walker is there.
I see him.
So
I'd take him.
I'd take him too. And we could, like I said, the fifth round pick, we can move back into the fifth.
Give me Kenneth Walker.
Cool with that.
Boom.
Damn, Quay Walker. Lord, please let draft not go like this for real.
I know. I want to be covering it.
Oh, we will be covering it.
Yeah, exactly. As we go through round 4, I don't think we have a fourth round pick.
You want to trade up any here?
Yeah, let's see if we can make a trade, right?
All right. Well, let's look at the board and see who we want to target.
Let's see.
Alec Pierce is down there.
I do like
wide receiver.
No,
we didn't. I like Alec Pierce.
I do like Alec Pierce too. But at 128, do we just keep going a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Damn it!
Sons of bitches.
Oh. All right.
Well, Jalen Armour Davis is there.
Yeah. I am not hating that. Mario Goodrich, also from Clemson, sitting there. Yeah, running backs, edge. Are we out of picks or something? Did we give up all of our picks? Let's say we want to trade with Green Bay. Oh, I got to hit NFC. Forgive me. This is... Oh, okay. I'm bugging. All right. So here's what we have. You have a 6th round and a 7th rounder.
I would imagine probably have to give up something from next year.
I would think so too. Let's hide that for a second. So we're only in round 4. So give us your 5th and your 2nd, 4th. And we'll give you a 6th.
Well, if we do that, Armour Davis might be gone if we're waiting.
Well, we're waiting 10 picks. And say we give them a 4th next year or a 5th. Oh, no, not a 4th and a 5th. Okay, so they would want a 4th. So we'd give them a 6th and a 4th next year, and then we'd get a 4th and a 5th this year.
See if you could get the 32 instead of the 40.
So what if we got both of their picks?
Oh.
So we give them a 6, a 7, and next year's 4, and we get 2 4s.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Come on, Packers. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. Oh, no. What are we doing?
I thought we...
It selected Mario Goodrich.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not a bad pick.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad pick, but not who I wanted.
All right, I don't know what that was about.
All right. Well, we got a corner, running back, a linebacker, and a safety. Let's look at some wide receivers.
Quarter. And Velus Jones is gone.
Yeah, we're not. There's not some. I mean, Taekwon Thornton's not terrible.
I'm gonna go see what 40 times look like.
Let's see.
I want speed.
Yeah, struggles to sink his hips. Yeah. Who here's just like? I'm gonna go best available. Who's best available right now? There's not a wide receiver in sight. Is this where we maybe go interior offensive line?
What pick are we at?
140.
What's the best wide receiver ranking?
Was Taekwon Thornton at 156. Yeah. This draft not going as well as the last ones.
Well, maybe not as well, but we got some guys. Yeah.
Developmental center.
Taekwon Thornton ran a 4.28. Holy smackaroonies.
We drafted Taekwon Thornton.
Yeah, I mean.
I hear 4.28. I'm like, oh, find him.
He ran the fastest in the entire draft. He's a kick returner and a wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that.
Boom. I think that's basically the end of our draft.
Didn't we get a fifth?
No, we got their 2 fourths.
Oh, right.
Man, I didn't want that Mario Goodrich pick. I mean, it's not bad, but
yeah. I mean, we were getting the corner anyway, and he was rated higher. Although I wanted Armour Davis,
I like this draft. So Daxton Hill, Quay Walker, definitely defensive heavy.
But go to all players to see if Punt guy's gone now.
Trades back up into the draft, get Punt on.
No,
he's there.
He's
there. We got it.
Pause it.
It's paused.
Go get him.
All right. Let's see. So we have to trade with LA. We have no picks to give you, but we want this pick. And we'll give you no, they don't want that. I guess they don't want that either.
Oh, now y'all being stingy.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, you picked 2-6. Oh wait, did you? No.
No, I was checking.
Wait, dang, they really don't.
I don't think they want to. Let's try to trade with the Falcons. They're the next pick. Oh, this is their last pick. Okay, we'll give you.
Okay.
Okay, so they don't want any future picks.
Are you drunk? Yo.
Yeah, they want a 3rd and a 5th. What about a 5th and a 6th? That would leave us only 2 draft picks or 3 draft picks next year.
Yeah, and a 5th and a 6th for a 6th? That's crazy.
What about just a
5th? Okay. No, 6. Oh, boom. I'm cool with that. 2 years down the line? Yeah. Fine. We just gotta hope the Rams aren't some ass.
No, it did it again. It automatically picked. Oh.
We'll have to scratch out the names or something.
Yeah. Oh, well. What a terrible ending to our draft. Hey, the first one was great, though. That one is share on social media worthy.
Yes. And then this one, I feel like if we replaced it with Armour Davis and Punt God, then it would be as well. Yeah, Daxton Hill, Quay Walker, Kenneth Walker III. You get Armour Davis there instead of Goodrich.
Yeah.
You get Taekwon Thornton, 4.28 speed, Jesus Lord. And then you also get Punt God. I feel like that's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's a good draft.
Yeah. Well, I think give us
right.
a running back when we already drafted a running back.
There we go. And we have hit our almost 2-hour show quota. There we go. Again.
Yeah. But yeah, well, thank you guys for staying with us this long. to the people that have.
They're like, I went out when you didn't draft Breece Hall at 25.
Oh my, please, bro. I don't want to hear anything else about that. Like,
all I know is that on draft night, if we're sitting here and I'm gonna be in this chair because I ain't standing up for the whole thing. If we draft Breece Hall at 25, I'm going to die right here. I will die in my chair.
See, if we do it, I won't be like, but because I feel like Brandon still knows what he's doing at the end of the day. But at the same time, I won't be happy, especially depending on who's still on the board. Because look, I think Gregory Rousseau has a chance to be really good, but I'm still kind of ticked about some of them names that was still on that board when he was picked.
Especially when Koromoa went out and is actually looking pretty damn good for the Browns. So,
I wanted to bash him instead of.
Anyway, let's not sit here and dwell on that.
Yeah, for it. Yeah.
All right, man.
Sorry, Boogie. If you ever see this for whatever reason, I was just playing.
I still can't get over Dak Prescott being the black Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. That's hilarious.
All right, bro.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to First Round Bye here on the Bills Mafia podcast and YouTube network. We have been your hosts, Jake and Justus. Oh, my headphones. It don't matter. Y'all can still hear me. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys, we appreciate every single like, comment, subscription, retweet, favorite, share, all of it. We appreciate you guys for everything you guys do, and we hope you guys have a great night. Go Bills.